Hello, my name is John Martin and I am the Head of Policy and Advocacy at the RSPB in Northern Ireland. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the first Earth Day, and because we're all confined to our homes a bit at the minute, I thought I would take the opportunity to show you some of the sights and sounds of spring here in County Down where I live. The RSPB has been around for 130 years and in Northern Ireland for over 50 years. It's our mission to give nature a home and to make life better for people and wildlife. The RSPB is already contributing to the transition towards a sustainable society. Through our research, we have a conservation science department where we are researching a range of conservation initiatives and interventions, making life better for both people and wildlife. We have a network of reserves and management areas that we manage and deliver to the highest conservation standards. We also have a well-established policy and advocacy department which is developing policy and delivering campaigns on the issues that are closest to our heart as an organisation, such as climate change, improving the fortunes of biodiversity that is in decline, and a range of other issues that impact on sustainability. Research point of view, we have a number of projects which are live at the minute. One in particular on farms, which is assessing the amount of carbon farms are emitting, but also the potential amount of carbon that farms can sequester. So that's going to be really important as we move forward into a climate changed future, and that agriculture is going to make its contribution towards lowering emissions both in Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. We as an organisation would also like to see agriculture policy reformed both in the UK and Europe, and reformed into something that really delivers for farmers that are delivering environmental public goods, so something that we call public money for public goods. We've been advocates of this approach for a number of decades. I feel that that would make a massive contribution into improving the sustainability of the wider countryside. The policy and legislation that protects our most precious species and habitats is also of vital importance to us as an organisation. In Northern Ireland in particular, environmental governance has been an issue for a while. We are the only part of Western Europe that doesn't yet have an independent environmental protection agency, and although that is not the silver bullet, we feel that that would be one step in the right direction. Food security, of course, is a really important issue, and we've seen that being brought into focus over the past few weeks and months as we deal with this current crisis on our hands. Our view of food security is that we need to protect the productive base of the land to ensure food production for the long term, not just for short term gain. The marine economy and the environment is also of vital importance to us as an organisation. After all, 50% of our total biodiversity in Northern Ireland is in the sea, so it has a key part to play in any transition to a sustainable future. The RSPB is one of the lead organisations in the State of Nature report, and that comes out every 3 years since 2013. The 2019 edition made for pretty stark reading, and it showed that since 1970 we've lost around 60% of our most important wildlife. The main drivers of those losses were supposed to be around things like pollution from fertilisers, from plastics of course, which we see a lot in the media, intensification of agriculture, loss of habitat due to developments, and of course climate change and invasive species really starting to make their impact heard over the past few decades. Now that's not a trend that we want to continue for the next 50 years because we need ambitious global targets delivered locally in country to prevent the further decline of biodiversity and ecosystems, because at the end of the day those are our life-sustaining systems without which we do not exist. So that's one problem that we need to solve as we transition to a new sustainable future. The next problem is obviously climate change. Climate change is still happening, and will take a while and a multi-generational effort to sort out, but we need to ensure that governments stand up to those commitments that they made to move towards net zero by 2050. That's all from me, folks. Thanks for watching. This video is part of a series of expert reflections created by Future Earth Ireland as part of Future Earth Week. If you want to watch other videos or find out more about Future Earth Ireland, check out Future Earth Ireland on Twitter or go to the Future Earth Ireland website. Thank you.